black women are dope, man, and black women have so many strengths and talents, and it hurts us when we are trying to limit them in what they can and what they are able to do.
Guapo. What you prefer, girl? Hey, girl. But your just sublimely melanated self. We're going to talk today about an issue that is very common for women with very dark skin, like me. Hyperpigmentation. But the main thing, we can cover that up with makeup. Not a big deal. Our main issue is oil. I think I got a little hack for you. It won't stop sweat, but I got a hack for that too. Only to be used on occasion, but oil, I got one for you, girl. So I'm gonna go clean my face, then we're gonna get right into it. All right, I'm back. I'm fresh and clean. So first, what we're gonna do is we're going to add a light moisturizer. I love this moisturizer for oily skin because it is aloe vera based. I believe it's a black owned company called Urban Hydration, and it's all clean products. Let's see here. It said it helps hydrate, helps relieve skin, helps with eczema, helps smoothen, paraben free, polybead free, silicone free, sulfate free. Love it. Husband and wife team. I also love that you only need a little bit. So I use literally just this because we're already oily. We don't need a whole lot. We just want to leave what moisture we just put in with the water. We want to leave that in there. We don't want it evaporating out. So we're just going lightly. I go over my problem areas where my brows are plucked and they're terribly over plucked at this moment. We'll fix that. I like to go in there. I like to get around where the lifelines would be. Moisturize up under the eye. I even like a little bit on the eyelid because they can get dry. Around the mouth, especially around my nose. Big old nose be out there. And then just lightly over the rest of the face. May need a little more if you take a little long because it absorbs very quickly. Like again under here. And I was looking for, they also have a spot cream, which I was gonna put on some of the dark marks, but not that big a deal. I can do that next time. I got a little medicine that I'm using right now. See if we can't clear up some of this acne. What I usually get. Yeah. I'm putting a little antibiotic gel, just a very little bit, to clear that up. It's like been a problem lately. So we let that absorb in real good. So let that absorb. Skin is pretty absorbed in. Now, the secret weapon. This is an old school trick. I don't know why it took me so long to even think of this, but I just recently went back to it and it's been working tremendously. What I do is, got some of this. Anybody remember this from back in the day? Yes, mint julep. Queen Helene. Cocoa butter queen. Take some of this. I love this because it has the clay in it. Let me see what it's called. Pretty sure it's, yeah, bentonite clay, which we are all familiar with in the curly girl world. I take this, and in my oily areas, especially oil gathers here, across the forehead, across the nose, it just looks really greasy and it kind of moves the makeup around. This is what you do, right in those areas. That oil just seems to gather and look very unattractive. Just a light layer. And spread that out real good. You don't need a whole lot. I love that it's tinted this mint green, because what this mint green will also do is block out redness. So if you've got some redness, this is a great hack. I'll show you. I know you're like, what in the world? We are not leaving that under our foundation. No, we're not. We are not. Just give me, work with me here. This is also really great for sucking oil out of the skin and reducing the size of those pimples and blackheads. What I find that it does, when I have them soft, what I call soft pimples, they're kind of deep. And if we try to squeeze them, you get like this squiggly worm of white oil that comes out. You use this a couple nights in a row, it actually makes them into like a whitehead or a blackhead. But when you squeeze it, it just pops out this little ball of oil instead of this oozy that never quite gets completely out of your skin. I don't want to be sweaty here. Big shiny forehead. My problem areas. All right. So we're going to let this dry and I'll be back. All right, we're all dried down. So now all we're going to do, instead of going to the sink and rinsing all of this off, we're just going to gently start removing it. The goal here is to leave a thin layer of the product in the skin. Yeah, so you're going to look ghastly. You want to leave a smooth layer though. You don't want to leave it bumpy and crusty. What you're doing here is leaving a light layer of this bentonite clay on your skin as a barrier and an oil absorber between your skin and your makeup. It won't last forever, but it lasts a very long time. Long enough for any event that you have, I'm sure. And that's all you're doing. Getting that nice and clean. Kind of pat that little cast in. Now we're not removing, just tapping it in a little. There we go. All right. I'm gonna fix myself up, throw on some makeup. I'll be back. All right, ladies. Why don't y'all go ahead and go try out my trip with the mint julep. I'm telling you, it works for a girl. Let me know down in the comments how it worked out for you. See y'all later. Bye.
Black women are dope, man, and black women have so many strengths and talents, and it hurts us when we are trying to limit them in what they can and what they are able to do.
What you prefer, girl?